Remember when pasta night was something to look forward to? When you'd pop open a jar of sauce and the aroma actually smelled like tomatoes and herbs, not sugar and preservatives? We've all noticed the slow slide in quality over the years, and it's no wonder people are frustrated. The shelves are full of flashy labels and authentic claims. But behind the marketing, there's often a different story. Today, we're ranking 8 popular pasta sauce brands from worst to best, based on ingredients, taste, consumer complaints, and transparency. Stick with us to the end for a few brands that are actually worth your money and won't leave your dinner tasting like disappointment. We're starting at the very bottom with number 8, and this one might really surprise you. Number 8. Prego Traditional by Campbell Soup Company. Once a mainstay on countless American dinner tables, Prego has become one of the most controversial pasta sauces in the industry, especially once you flip that jar around and look at what's actually inside. Despite its wholesome branding, Prego Traditional contains a surprisingly high amount of added sugar and salt. Each half-cup serving comes with a whopping 10 grams of sugar and over 480 milligrams of sodium. That's more sugar than some breakfast cereals, in what's supposed to be a savory sauce. And it's not just the numbers. Consumers have noted a strange, artificial sweetness that overpowers the tomatoes, with one reviewer writing, "It tastes more like candy than sauce. I couldn't finish my plate." Think about that. If your spaghetti tastes like dessert, something's gone seriously sideways. But wait until you see who's next. Number 7. Ragu Old World Style Traditional. Owned by Mizkan America, Ragu used to be the go-to name in jarred pasta sauces. But like many products that once ruled the grocery aisle, time hasn't been kind, and neither has the ingredient list. Ragu's Old World style sauce is notorious among nutritionists for including both high-fructose corn syrup and soybean oil, 2 ingredients that are generally considered markers of overly processed food. A 2020 nutrition audit found that Ragu's formula had one of the highest added sugar contents in the category, clocking in at 11 grams per serving. And the flavor? Reviewers often describe it as thin, metallic, and oddly sweet, with one Redditor bluntly stating, "It tastes like ketchup water with oregano." That seems to be the heart of it. A pasta sauce that used to taste homemade now tastes more like it came from a fast food condiment station. Let's see who's up next. Number 6. Great Value Traditional Pasta Sauce by Walmart. You might be tempted by the low price tag, and on the surface it feels like a good deal. But when it comes to what's actually in the jar, this is one of those times where you truly get what you pay for. Great Value's traditional pasta sauce contains 12 grams of sugar per serving, the highest so far on our list, and it's not from real tomatoes. A closer look at the ingredients reveals that the sauce uses tomato paste as a base, then bulks it out with corn syrup and canola oil. That combination not only compromises flavor, it raises real nutritional concerns. One Amazon reviewer put it bluntly, "This tasted like sugar and acid. I had to rinse the noodles and start over." And it's not just about taste. Reports of inconsistency and watery texture make it hard to rely on, especially if you're feeding a family and hoping for an easy dinner fix. So we've covered discounted disappointment. But our next brand is a different story entirely. Number 5. Bertolli Traditional Marinara with olive oil. With branding that leans into rustic Italian imagery and a legacy tied to olive oil craftsmanship, you'd expect Bertolli to deliver something closer to homemade. But according to many longtime customers, the sauce today doesn't hold up to its romantic packaging. While it does contain olive oil, it also relies heavily on tomato paste concentrates and added sugars, with 9 grams per serving. It's worth noting that in 2018, Unilever sold the Bertolli sauce line to Mizkan Group, the same parent company behind Ragu, and fans say the flavor took a nosedive after the change. One customer review captured it well. "It used to be my favorite, but now it just tastes flat and weirdly oily. I don't know what happened. That seems to be the pattern here." Once somewhere in the middle of the road, Bertolli now finds itself stuck with a formula that tries to be rich, but ends up feeling diluted and inconsistent. But coming up next is a brand that actually surprised us, in a good way. Number 4, Classico Tomato and Basil by Kraft Heinz. On the surface, Classico seems like it should be a safe bet. It's widely available, reasonably priced, and wrapped in a nostalgic mason jar-style label that recalls Sunday dinners and Nonna's kitchen. But when you take a deeper look, the experience doesn't quite live up to the aesthetic. While the tomato and basil version avoids high-fructose corn syrup, it still contains 7 grams of sugar per serving and a fairly long list of processed ingredients, including dehydrated garlic and natural flavors, which don't add much clarity or trust. More importantly, the flavor is consistently described by consumers as bland or inconsistent, with one reviewer noting, "Sometimes it's okay, sometimes it tastes like they forgot the basil entirely." And that's the key issue: inconsistency. You never quite know what you're getting, which makes it hard to trust as a pantry staple. But the next brand offers a refreshing break from that unpredictability. Number 3, Rao's Homemade Marinara. Now we're getting into sauces that people actually rave about, and Rao's comes up again and again as a favorite among home cooks, nutritionists, and chefs alike. What sets it apart? For starters, the ingredient list reads like something you'd actually use in your own kitchen. Whole peeled tomatoes, olive oil, onions, garlic, basil, salt, and oregano. No added sugar, no cheap fillers, and no vague, natural flavors. In blind taste tests, Rao's consistently ranks near the top, praised for its robust, balanced flavor and clean finish. And yes, it's more expensive, usually double or triple the cost of the bottom-tier brands. But fans argue that you get what you pay for. As one home cook put it, "It tastes like someone stood over a stove all afternoon making real sauce, not like a machine pumped it into a jar." Think about that. In a world where shortcuts dominate the grocery aisle, Rao's actually feels like a return to form. But we're not done yet. Our top 2 brands offer quality and maybe even a little inspiration. Number 2, Victoria Marinara Sauce by B&G Foods. This is one of those rare jarred sauces that manages to fly under the radar while quietly earning a loyal fan base. Victoria keeps things surprisingly simple and authentic, with ingredients like imported Italian tomatoes, olive oil, onions, garlic, basil, and sea salt. No added sugar, no soybean oil, no preservatives. And you can taste that clarity in every bite. In fact, Consumer Reports once included Victoria in a blind taste test, where it scored nearly as high as homemade sauces. Multiple reviewers praise its fresh, bright flavor and restaurant-quality depth, which is a big deal at a time when so many sauces taste flat and over-processed. The brand also slow simmers its sauce in kettles rather than flash cooking, helping retain more of the natural tomato flavor. For around $6 to $8 per jar, depending on location, it's a bit of a splurge, but not unreasonable for what you're getting. And for many home cooks, it's the sauce they reach for when they want reliability and flavor without compromise. All right, we've counted down 6 brands to avoid and 2 that actually deliver. But before we hit our number 1 pick, there's one quick thing I want to ask you. If you're still watching and finding these details valuable, I'd really appreciate it if you'd leave the number 1 in the comments below, just to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I hope you'll consider subscribing and ringing that bell so you don't miss a thing. Your support is what allows us to keep creating helpful content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's get back to it. Number 1, Cucina Antica, Tomato Basil. This brand may not scream for your attention on the shelves, but once you try it, you'll understand why it tops this list. Cucina Antica, founded by chef Neil Fusco, prides itself on simple, clean ingredients and a production method that avoids paste altogether. Yes, actual crushed tomatoes, rather than concentrated paste. The result is a naturally textured sauce with a standout freshness that sets it apart from both budget and premium competitors. With zero added sugar, no preservatives, and imported Italian tomatoes, it's as close to homemade as you're likely to get in a store-bought jar. One enthusiast on a cooking forum summed it up perfectly. "This is the only sauce I'll eat out of the jar without doctoring it. It's that balanced and pure, and that's the key." When a brand focuses on quality ingredients and respectful preparation, the flavor speaks for itself. Cucina Antica might not have the advertising presence of the big players, but when it comes to taste, transparency, and integrity, it quietly leads the pack. So there you have it. 8 of the most talked about pasta sauce brands, ranked from the ones to rethink all the way up to those truly worth savoring. What about you? Have you tried any of these sauces yourself? Were you as disappointed by some of the sugary, watery options as others have been? Or do you have a favorite that didn't make our list? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. We always love hearing your experiences and go-to picks. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you never miss what's next. Stay informed, eat well, and we'll see you next time. Now, if you're looking for some reliable alternatives to the lower-tier sauces we covered earlier, here are a few more great options to consider. First up, Thrive Market Organic Marinara. Available online through Thrive Market's membership-based platform, this sauce is both organic and non-GMO, with a short, clean ingredient list that includes organic tomatoes, onions, extra virgin olive oil, garlic, and basil. It contains no added sugars and has a slightly chunky texture that fans say works beautifully with everything from spaghetti to lasagna. Testers praised its natural sweetness and bright finish, noting that it tastes fresher than you'd expect from a shelf-stable product. So if you want to avoid artificial ingredients and still stick to a budget, this is a brand worth trying out. Another solid alternative is the Whole Foods 360 Organic Marinara, which combines affordability with impressive ingredient integrity. It's USDA Organic Certified, uses no added sugars, and features a base of organic tomato puree and organic diced tomatoes. The flavor is mild but consistent, making it a great starting point for those who like to customize their sauce with fresh herbs or chili flakes. One shopper wrote, "It's basic in the best way, clean, fresh, and reliable. I keep a few jars on hand just in case, and that's the beauty of it." Not every sauce has to be chef-crafted or artisanal to be worth your time. Sometimes, a clean, well-balanced pantry staple is exactly what your weeknight dinner needs. A final option to keep on your radar is Silver Palate Low-Sodium Marinara. Known for its commitment to quality ingredients since the 1980s, Silver Palate uses imported San Marzano-style tomatoes and extra virgin olive oil, and they stand out by offering a low-sodium formula without compromising flavor. The result is a sauce that's rich, slightly sweet from the natural tomatoes, and layered with just enough basil and garlic. For those watching their sodium intake but still craving something robust and satisfying, it strikes a rare balance. One reviewer shared, "This is the only low-sodium sauce I've found that doesn't taste like something's missing. It just tastes like real food." And that may be the heart of it. Whether you're managing dietary restrictions or just prefer something clean and trustworthy, having a jar like Silver Palate on hand means you don't have to sacrifice quality for convenience. So as you sort through the pasta sauce aisle, remember, simple ingredients, clear labels, and your taste buds are the best guides. Stay curious, shop smart, and as always, take care of what you bring to your table. Thanks for being here and coming along for this journey through the pasta aisle. We know how confusing it can be to make sense of all the labels, health claims, and flavors that often just don't deliver. Hopefully this guide gave you a clearer picture of what's really in those jars and which brands are worth your trust and your taste buds. Pasta night should be something comforting, not disappointing. Let us know your favorites in the comments. And if you try any of the alternatives we mentioned, we'd love to hear what you think. Until next time, stay informed, eat well, and be kind to yourself and your pantry. And that's a wrap on our deep dive into the world of jarred pasta sauces. Whether you're shopping on a tight budget, balancing health goals, or just chasing that comforting taste of home-cooked tomato sauce, now you've got the facts to choose wisely. Always read the labels, trust your palate, and remember that simplicity often leads to the best flavor. Thank you again for spending this time with us. Your support means the world. Till next time, stay informed, eat well, and keep your pasta twirl strong. And hey, if this video helped you feel a little more confident navigating the sauce aisle, consider sharing it with a friend who's still grabbing whatever's on sale. We're all just trying to feed the people we love with something that feels good and tastes even better. At the end of the day, pasta night is more than dinner. It's comfort, memory, and care poured into a bowl. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time around the table. Before we go, just a gentle reminder. The best sauce isn't always about price or branding. It's about what goes into it and how it makes you feel at the table. Whether you're reaching for something rich and slow-simmered or clean and straightforward, your meal deserves ingredients that respect your time, your health, and your taste. So next time you're in the sauce aisle, take a breath, flip that jar around, and let the label tell you the real story. Food should nourish, not confuse. Till then, thanks for watching, take care of yourself, and happy cooking. So whether you're cooking for one or sharing a big bowl of spaghetti with family, remember that you have more power than you think when choosing ingredients that align with your values. Every jar tells a story of how it's made, what it's made with, and who it's made for. When you choose sauces with transparency and integrity, you're not just making dinner, you're supporting better food choices for everyone. Till next time, keep stirring with intention, taste everything, and don't forget, you deserve food that respects you back. And finally, thank you for making it all the way to the end of this video. We know there's a lot of noise in the food world, and it means so much that you chose to spend your time here, learning and sorting through the clutter with us. If this video helped you see your pantry a little differently or sparked a new curiosity about what's on your plate, we'd love if you'd hit that like button and share this with someone who cares about the little details too. Keep asking questions, keep reading labels, and keep striving for meals made with love and clarity. From our kitchen to yours, happy cooking, and thank you for being part of this community.